There you go. Now you're live on YouTube.
Okay, great. Well, welcome everybody, and I will go ahead and hand it off to our chair today to start this session.
Okay. Lynn, would you please call the roll?
Yes. Margot?
Yes.
Tom Pukish?
Here.
Andre Dordia?
Virtually here.
John Scavelli?
Here.
John Ansel? I thought I saw John. Is John?
He is here.
He's
Here, I'm sorry.
Okay. Bob Brenneman?
Here.
Mike Beitendijk?
Here.
Andrew Dutton?
Here.
Bob Grilinski?
Here.
Michael Tefts?
Yes, thank you.
Joel Montgomery?
Here.
Bob Reynolds?
Here.
Bill Sharon? Samira Zimmerly?
Here.
Mike Steiner?
Here.
Fred Troyer?
Here.
Lynn DiPaolo? And Jonathan Millay.
Present.
Thank you. Okay, in our packet, we have the August 27th, 2020 minutes. Is there a motion to accept them?
I move to accept. Dordia.
Second?
Steiner will second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Financial report, Andre.
Okay, so real quick, there wasn't a whole lot of activity the months of August, September, October, November. We did increase our cash position by $7,979. So you'll see year to date, or actually through November 30th, we had a cash balance of $910,698. Then of course you see the commitments to that, which gave us available cash of $651,447, which means that our net change in cash for the 11 months was $462,973, which is very good. And some more good news, and then I will be quiet. In December, we had 3 fairly sizable transactions. Sweet Breeze paid their farm rental income, which is about $23,000. And if you remember, we prepaid Scheffler's job creation tax credit. Well, we got a payment for 2018's JCTC of about $21,000 and $64,000 payment for 2019's. I'm sorry, for 2019 JCTC. So that cash is going to jump up another $108,000 approximately in December. And that's all I have. I'll take your questions.
Okay. Does anyone have questions? Is there a motion to accept the report?
So moved.
Thank you,
Second.
John. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Anyone opposed? All right. And our very exciting next item is a very warm welcome to Samira Zimmerly, the new president of the Wooster Chamber and now a member of Wooster Growth. It certainly is exciting to have you here. We're really thrilled. I'm sure everybody is lots of welcomings for you. So
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
great to have you aboard.
Thank you.
Okay. Jonathan?
Great. Moving on to our next item, we have a community reinvestment area request from D. Freeman Corporation and Wolf Creek Land and Cattle Company. And in the packet, you'll see that we have in addition to a copy of the summary, we have also included the actual application itself. This particular project seeks to construct an approximately 10,000 square foot structure just north of the intersection of Old Mansfield Road and Venture Boulevard. The company is requesting a 10-year, 75% real estate tax abatement to help it establish a permanent headquarters for its operations. Presently, this is a design build company with a staff of 18, 9 of those being construction workers who go to different sites, and 9 of them being headquarter office staff. And the payroll is pretty significant. And so this is one of the things that we take a look at. There's a very high benefit to request ratio. The request for this project financially, taking a look at the payroll that is there versus what they're requesting, is very modest. And in this case, this particular project will help this particular company that has been in Wooster for the past 35 years develop a permanent owned headquarters in the community. Presently, they're operating from 2 leased locations in town, and being design build and being a headquarter function. While a lot of other organizations like this exist in the region, this particular company serves all of northeastern Ohio. Rather than locate outside of the city, they have a personal loyalty to the community, and they'd like to stay in the community. But with this particular project, what the community has an opportunity to do is to help assist them to make it financially viable, to make that headquarters here instead of a less expensive location, substantially less expensive locations outside of our city limits and outside of our school district. Speaking of which, when we do exceed 50% requests for CRA is granted here, we do take these applications to the Wooster City School District for a formal vote. All of the applications always go to the Wooster City School District, but a formal vote is something that's required when we get to this level. So Wooster City School District has reviewed this, and they have granted their permission for this and approval. And so now we're here with Wooster Growth, presenting this really exciting project to you, and looking for a recommendation before we would present this to Wooster City Council on the 4th of January. So great way to start off the new year. Would like to answer any questions about this that we can. On the screen here, we're just highlighting the overall project implications. And you can see here we're taking vacant land for a company that very easily, like other competing firms, could go to a township or a remote location, and looking to make that investment in our community and continue to invest in our community as they have for the past 35 years. So would like to open that up for conversation, and please, by all means, happy to answer any questions we can.
Other questions, comments?
Jonathan, I see in the prospectus that you've given all of us that it would commence in the spring of 2021. Would it be probably a year build, or do you think it might be ready for habitation by the end of 2021?
Knowing the particular company and just the speed at which they can move, I would anticipate they could very easily be in place by the end of the year. But that said, I don't know the specific schedule, but they would like to move in 2021.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? Well, are we ready to put it to a vote? Is there a motion?
I would so move that we grant the 75%, or do a recommendation to City Council to review and grant a CRA application of
Second.
D. Freeman Corporation.
And Andre, did you second?
Second.
Okay, thank you. Discussion?
I'll just add one more point. This is in the area that previously was recommended for CRA expansion, which has been approved by Wooster City Council, filed with the state of Ohio. The state of Ohio Development Services Agency right now is pending a certificate of approval, which we anticipate having any day at this point. However, until that comes, we're not able to have that at Wooster City Council. So we're meeting a little bit earlier to get these recommendations ready. So as soon as we do have that certification, we'll be able to move forward in January.
Thank you very much.
I'd also like to highlight it's a wonderful land use, abutting the natural wood line there, that really a small parcel that would probably have went unused with another developer using the frontal space there. So it's an optimal use of green space and a nice corridor, and it's a wonderful project initiative.
I would agree, John, with those comments, but I'd also state that the Freeman family has been involved in construction for an awful long time here in our community. So to see this wanting to establish inside the corporation limits and be a part of our city when they had other options, I think is a real testament to them wanting to be a community partner.
Absolutely.
Great. Okay, I will call the question then. All those in favor of granting the abatement and recommending it to council, please raise your hand. Then we can all see what we're doing. Okay. Anyone opposed? You may also raise your hand. Okay, it passes. Thank you very much, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Now, the next item is has been brought to our attention by Mr. Steiner. Thank you very much. Our long overdue review of our bylaws, which were done in 2008. Previously, we're closer this time than we were the last time, Mike, because the first ones I think had never been written. So we got a little bit of something done. Mike has noted that there's several things that could be tightened up a bit and make us a little bit cleaner and perhaps more modern and efficient in our doings. And I would propose that we have a subcommittee take a look at these. I'd ask Mr. Steiner to chair it since he's already been through them extensively. Is there somebody else who would like to participate in this exciting? Oh, okay, Josh. Okay. Okay. And I can help. I can help.
Josh.
I'm glad you think I look as young as my son, but hey.
Yeah.
Oh, Joel. Oh, well,
He
I
doesn't
see
have
the
a man
Montgomery and then I picked the top one. I'm sorry. I forgot there are two. I'm sorry.
There's two.
I'm glad you think I'm as good looking as my son.
Oh, well. It's the distance that does it. Anyway, Joel, thank you. Anybody else? Jonathan?
Just to clarify, from a project manager standpoint, we'll be happy to help provide some support so that not all the work's falling here on Mr. Steiner, although he's already volunteered a lot and put together a really great starting list for us to work with. So I just want to say thank you for volunteering the time and putting all of that effort in already, and happy to help out however we can. So.
I would caution everybody else, this is not a rewrite. This is just a tweak.
Yeah.
This is not a huge project, in my opinion. So,
well, I wouldn't think it would
Mr. Reynolds. Oh.
I think Mr. Reynolds either raised his hand or he had a scratch on his head, but it looked like he was volunteering.
No comment.
Or I think he took a hike.
Yeah.
Everybody who's been involved with bylaws can pretty quickly just kind of. Well, you may add anybody else you would like, Mike, as you go along. But we'll start with you and Joel, and I'll help or Bob will help.
Happy to help out.
That's Bob's arm. I think 3 is good.
Good.
Okay, perfect. Excellent.
Yeah.
And then I'd be remiss to say we'll probably rope in Mr. Scavelli to just do a check for us as our legal expert here. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really need to volunteer.
So
Yeah, part of that anyway, but yes.
So well, thank you very much. So our committee then, as I understand, will be chaired by Mr. Steiner and partnered here with Mr. Bob Reynolds and Mr. Joel Montgomery. And so hopefully we'll have an update for everybody here before long. And again, a big thank you to Mike for all the work he's already put into
Oh,
this.
absolutely.
Thanks,
So
Mike.
appreciative.
Thanks, Mike.
Yes, thank you. All right, is there anything else to come before us? Jonathan, do you have anything else?
On our end, no, I do want to just say 2 points. One, we are continuing to field inquiries in from our local community, and While COVID certainly has provided some unpredictability for the future, we do have companies that are continuing to innovate and explore, and we're hopeful that in the future we'll have continuing good news like we did today for other projects. So we'll continue to track those opportunities as we always do. Lastly, I would just like to say thank you to everybody on this call. Each of you volunteer your time to help make these economic programs possible for our community. It's why we're able to do what we do. Our community would be in a world of hurt without the effort and time that you dedicate to meeting here and helping to guide these processes. So I just want to say thank you and wish you very wonderful holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year for the weeks ahead, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody in 2021.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, do you have anything?
No, well said by Jonathan. You know, it's been sort of a crazy year.
Yes.
I guess there is bright spots out there. We have gotten busier as far as conversations with new possibilities for our city. So nothing specific or anything we can hang our hat on at this point, but you know, people are out talking, which is a great starting point. So we're hopeful.
Good. Thank you. Anyone else? If not, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Second. Bye-bye.